Greetings. It is I, Jeff Green, here on Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Or is it Monday? No, it's Tuesday. All the days just blur together for me, you know? When you get this old, what's one day? Tuesday afternoon here in El Cerrito, California. It's about 4 o'clock Pacific time. I don't know what time it is where you are, but I hope whatever time it is, you're doing well. And why can't I never find my game? There it is. Okay. Let's not dilly-dally around. Let's get right to it. When we last left off, I had been wandering around Karaya Manor, and I was going to leave here, except some people in chat furiously typed to me, "Don't leave, there's more to see." And I found my way to Rani's Rise. Rani, as some of you may know, is a witch, and she also goes by the name Rena, I think. But that was a fake out. She's actually Rani, the witch. Oh, there's Rena's Rise. And so anyway, after the stream last time, I did just poke around a little bit, and I found the two other towers here. Of course, this area is called Three Sisters, so there you have it. One thing I didn't do, though, is I didn't go into either tower or explore them at all. So all I did was sort of unlock the area here on the map, but I decided to wait for you all before I actually went in there. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go in there as soon as I can find my way. Don't think you really missed anything else. Oh, wait a minute. Not true. You did. Off stream. Remember all the trouble I was having around here? Figuring out my way around, and I was trying to figure out my way to the tree. Actually, I don't think I've made it to the tree yet, but what I did do, this was the last point I had unlocked over here, Bellum Church, but I did find my way all the way up to this, and I did not go inside here except to unlock the point. So this is a whole new thing to explore. And actually, I may do the road up from here to here, even though I've unlocked it, just because it was kind of fun. So I may do it again. But first, we're going to just check out these two towers. Okay? Okay. Okay? Okay. Okay. How y'all doing? Hope everyone's well. I'm doing pretty good. A little bit of a day. So that's why I decided to do this. So if you also had sort of an day, maybe we can make it a better day together, shall we? So this, I guess, is the... okay, we're heading into Rena's Rise now. If I can figure out how to get in there. So if you're just joining, I was saying that, hey, that deer was kind of aggroing me. I was saying that after the stream, I poked around here and discovered that there were, in fact, two more towers to check out. But I did not go into either tower. I just saw that they were there, unlocked their name on the map, and then walked away. So this is all new to me now. I don't know what we're going to see or not see. I don't know if there's bad guys, good guys, no guys, nothing. 5 guys. Oh, we can't even get in there. All right. Well, that solves that problem. 1 down, 1 to go. It's probably locked because of something to do with Rani. I know that Rani and Rena are the same person. Beyond that, I don't have a clue what's going on plot-wise. But, but there's that. Um, yeah, yeah, minor disclaimer. I think I could make that jump without hurting myself. Yep. Uh, if you came here looking for expert plot analysis, you're on the wrong channel. I'm just letting you know that up front. Save you the disappointment later. I know it has something to do with the ring, and there's some bad guys, and there's some good guys, and there's a lot of weapons to be found. What the heck weapon is that? That is a giant rusted anchor. Yeah. Not one of the weapons that you'll traditionally see people using, because traditionally people will use weapons that aren't stupid. But I found this thing way back at the beginning of the game. I forget where, and I just kept leveling it up, just because. So now I'm sort of, I wouldn't say I'm stuck with it, but if I want to exchange it for another great axe or something similarly weighted. For one thing, like Godric's axe, I need 7 more points of dexterity. The halberd I was using at the very beginning of the game, and I actually like halberds. So I could theoretically go back to that. This is a drop. This one looks awesome, but I need 12 faith, and I only have 9. So whether I'm going to upgrade any of those stats remains to be seen. The other one, this one I'm kind of interested in checking out. But I need 18 faith, double the faith I have now. So what's the likelihood of that happening? Next to none. This one, the grafted blade greatsword, I'm interested in too. But that takes a strength of 40, and I'm only at 34. So I do have this Vaihanda. I do like this weapon a lot. Of course, people who played their other games, this is a familiar weapon. But I can't wield it very well right now. I can wield it, but I'm not as nimble with it. So, but we are going to revisit that weapon. I'm putting that on the list. It's sitting there in the back of my mind. Maybe go with this Vaihanda. So we'll see. Yeah, I can two-hand. Which one can I two-hand? Not this one, surely, or this one, or this one. Maybe I can. But I like my shield. Anyway, onward. Hi.
Well, you took me at my word.
Well. Oh yeah, this is the guy who sounds like
I
me.
was merely being polite. Oh, you provincials never cease to amaze.
Yes.
I suppose you're here now. Perhaps I'll give you something to do. I'd like you to find a woman called Nefeli to administer a potion. Even you can do that much, can't you?
Sure. I'll accept the task, but to be honest, a Slack notification popped up at one of my coworkers just messaged, which is like, hi, it's the end of the workday. Actually, it's 4, so technically we're still at work. So I suppose this is my fault. This is my bad. In fact, I should be alt-tabbing out of the game and looking at the message. Am I going to do that? Fuck no. Alright, accept the task.
Good. Now I shall hand over the potion in question.
Good. Oh, why thank you. Thank you for the potion.
Find Nefeli and ensure she drinks it.
Okay.
I expect glad tidings, and soon.
Yes. The thing is, I don't know where Nepheli is. Maybe if I had paid attention, I would have found out. Let's see what he's got up here. As long as we're here, we might as well wreck some shit in his place, and perhaps even steal some shit. Now, it's another slob without his books organized. That's one thing that really bugs me about this game. Everybody's a goddamn slob with their books. How much you want to bet that these aren't even sorted, like, alphabetically, or I mean, not even by color, clearly, or by topic? Somebody just threw these books up here without even taking any consideration as to how you might find one later. It really bothers me. Alright. Up we go. As far as I know, there's no mimics in this game. I haven't come across one yet, but I have come across, when you open a couple chests, you get transported to somewhere not cool. So, let's hope that doesn't happen. Memories, okay. Well, not a spellcaster, so that was kind of a waste of a hike. I mean, I guess I got more of my steps in today, so that's good. Wow, my hard disk is making a hell of a lot of noise. For some reason, it doesn't like this particular area. Calm down down there. Sheesh. Just do your job and be quiet. Wow, it got just louder. Yeah, you know, is it so hard to put your books away? It's really annoying for the next people who come in, you know? A lot of slobs in this place. Well, so that was a bit anticlimactic. I was saving those 2 towers for you guys. One of them we couldn't go in at all. The other one, what's his face, Yabbermouth there, gave us a quest. I've got to go give this potion to somebody or other. There we go. Saluvis's potion. Small flask received from Preceptor Saluvis. A little bit close to saliva. Not that that means anything. I'm just saying. Okay. Alright. Oh, jump onto the outer wall of the tower before you leave. Okay, well, I'll come back. Mental note has been made. Sorry about that. I will also warn those who are new to the channel that I don't always... I look at chat, I try to pay attention to chat, but the problem that I found in the old days when I was streaming before is that I would get way too distracted by chat and then like not play the game at all. So, and that's the whole reason we're all here. So, if I don't answer your question, please don't take it personally. It's not you, it's me. Pay attention to me. Fine. How are you? Okay, so we did this now. So maybe we can go do this little run up to the Grand Lift of Dectus, because that was fun. That I did off stream. And like I said, even though I unlocked the point, it was a bit of a struggle to get there. It may be worth recreating that struggle now. Maybe. Maybe not. I already can't remember which way to go. I don't think I go down. But maybe I have to. You would think that since I've already done this, I would remember where to go. If you think that, then you haven't been around here long enough to know that my memory is for shit. Oh, I guess we could kill... Nah, let's not kill the dogs. I don't kill the dogs unless they attack me. That's a general rule. Jesus! Right. I knew there was some kind of obstacle, and I couldn't remember what it was. It's giant catapults. Okay. The first Lionian War. Radagon's glory burns red as his hair. Okay. Alright, well they're totally missing me, so that's good. Ugh, it's one of these fucking clown cars. There was one of these back at the academy, and I never did figure out how to beat it. And I don't want to have to figure out how to beat it now. I just want it to not exist. Maybe we should get a little bit of help. Let's get some help. I've got the wolves at +4, but I've got the jellyfish at +5. Important conversation going on in chat right now. I am not wearing my COS Porta Pros right now, and I know that that's a massive betrayal, but let me just say, they are COS, in fact. These are COS headphones. They're just not the Porta Pros. I can totally get the headphones. They're right down there. They're like 10 feet away. But I've been wearing these because they have a mic on them. And sometimes I use this mic for certain conversations, like work conversations. So that's why this is on. They're not better than the Porta Pros. They're just different. I mean, for listening to music, the Porta Pros rule. And I will take those over these for music. For everyday stuff or for games like this, they're just as good. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, right. Wolves or jellyfish? The problem with the jellyfish is he's kind of lazy. I don't know if this is true of all jellyfish. Maybe in the real world, some jellyfish are active, some are lazy, just like people. In this game, my jellyfish tends to like hang back, and he attacks basically like after I've already killed things. So I benched him the other day because of that, or her, in favor of the wolves. And the wolves are particularly good with crowd control. And I know from having been here that there are a few dudes. So maybe we'll just stick with the wolves this time around. Note that I did in fact make it past here, as I said, and got right into the gates of that humongous building there. But I didn't go exploring in there. So that's going to be new today, if we can ever get in there. And actually, if I struggle too much at this, then we'll just skip ahead. Hate that thing. Oh, wait, I meant to get on my horse for this fight. We're almost... Giant cars that breathe fire. What the fuck is this thing? How is this in this game? This looks like something that should be in like BioShock. Did he torch his own guys? Jeez. Ow! Wish that thing would stop hitting me. On the run where I made it into that building, I did not even deal with this guy. I just ignored him. And that might be the way to go. He's killing all my wolves. Yeah, fuck this guy. There's a camp over here, and I don't think he'll follow me. Maybe he does follow me. I can't remember now. I shall pillage your corpse. So if you've never seen the giant anchor in action, this is why it's so appealing. It's kind of fun to clobber people over the head with a giant anchor. It's so fun, you know, it might be something I want to try in real life. Ha! Counterattack. Oh, it did follow us in here. pretty well leveled for this area. Oh, God damn it, motherfucker. Let's get away from this thing. I hate this guy. Let's get on the horse. Stop it! Stop it! Sheesh. Probably don't really need this flask because now we can just ride into the into this place. It was pretty cool looking. I really can't get over how big this game is. Because I know I haven't seen, what, half of it even still? It's fucking gigantic. I can't imagine how long it took to do everything they're doing. Or they did. Okay. Three-fourths? I've seen three-fourths? Really? Okay. Well, okay. That's good to know, actually. That gives me some hope that I may actually finish this thing someday. Okay, so I did unlock this point. We'll just rest here. And that's where I stopped. So now, all new. Didn't talk to this guy. Didn't do anything in here. Aha. A clue! Huh. Let's hear that again. Okay. Oh, that's the other thing we have to do, is we have to go back to that underground river. Let's see if maybe we'll be able to do that today too. Oh, I haven't seen three-fourths. Oh, I've seen 25%. I've seen less than half of this game, and I've played it for I don't know how many hours. But that's okay. Fortunately, I'm having a good time, so that means I'm not going to be stopping anytime soon. So is this just a grand lift, like they say? Huh. Talisman required it. I don't believe jumping. That person's totally lying. Of course, we're not gonna we're not gonna jump. We're gonna be dead. Let's see if there's anything around this way. Oh, I do plan on finishing this game. I ain't going anywhere. You're stuck with me. Well, maybe I'm not supposed to be here yet. I don't recall there being something that says wear talisman to make the elevator appear, but maybe there was. Maybe that person was just lying. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep running around here. See if we find anything. Maybe there's like a latch or a switch. It doesn't help that I can't see for shit. So, if you've watched me before, you know I can be, shall we say, visually challenged at times with spotting landmarks. Need something else. Norwood Shadow says, by my calculations, at your current rate of progress, we should see you reach the end by the year 2033. let's hope it's sooner than that, because I'm gonna be really fucking old by then. Okay, so maybe we just can't be here yet. Boy, it sure has been anticlimactic everything so far. I check your key items. Oh, there is an item. Maybe I have the item? Maybe I have the item. General rule about spoilers in chat are I'm cool with hints. That's fine, especially if it seems like I'm like flailing and like way off base. Like you can point me, like saying that check your key items. That's cool. I'm down with that. But and then like beyond that, I would say don't, unless it's just like you're just like pounding your head against the desk in frustration because I'm missing something super obvious. Key items. Ooh. Oh, I see. Okay. So we've got 1/2 of the medallion to operate the Grand Lift of Dectus. We gotta find the other half. Shit. I have no idea where to look, though. So, it's either going to be to the wiki time, or maybe we'll just bumble across it. I don't suppose this guy has it. That'd be too easy. We already talked to him, though, so we know he doesn't. Okay, so we gotta find half the medallion to get to the Grand Lift of Dectus. Maybe that means we head underground. Or we go back to where I left off, back here. Right? There's that, too. Let's head underground. Just for, the old shits and giggles. And that is somewhere. Is it down here? I think it's down here. Ah, yeah. Siafra Riverwell. That's where we want to go. I think from Fort Haight we can do it from here. Okay. I remember, like, way back on an early stream. Excuse me while I drink. I went down underground there and got my arse handed to me. So maybe this time I'm more properly leveled for the area. I think this is also where that giant bear is scratching his butt. I still don't want to deal with him, even now. Ah, shit. Not this guy. I can handle this guy. Have a nice day. Thanks for the bone. Growl at me. That's what you get. Was I doing anything to you? I'm just walking by. Granted, I have a giant anchor in my hand, but I wasn't planning on clubbing you over the head with it. But no, you had to growl at me, so, fuck you and goodbye. I'm gonna break your fence while I'm at it. Well, I guess that's not his fence, he's a bear. I'm heading the wrong way. If it wasn't so foggy, maybe I could see something around here. Oh, there's the bear. There's the giant bear with the itch. Whoops. Shut up. Good thing I'm doing a really good job of clubbing the air. Take that, fiend. Okay. I've never used a rainbow stone to date. Or a rune fragment, for that matter. It's right up here. It's right up here somewhere. air quality in this area is quite poor. Ah, there it is. Okay. So I discovered this super early on, and we rode down here one day. I died numerous times, and then we never came back. Now we're here again, because I think we can handle it. So I hope your week's going okay. Mine's been alright. It's, could be better. The best thing is that my dad is safely out of the hospital. It's staying with my brother. All is good there. So those who wish me well on that front, I really appreciate it. I was kind of out of sorts there during one of my streams because I was pretty worried about him. But all is good now. Man, this is one long ride down. Did I actually call the elevator? Oh, I did. Here it comes. This is way frickin' underground. Do you think there's cities like this under where we live now? I've never really stopped to think about that. What if there's some magical city way down beneath El Cerrito? I just got an alert on my phone that Kaiser wants me to pay them. Really love having to watch the nags. Great idea, Apple. Way down we're going. Way down. Are you dizzy yet? Way down. Why don't we rest here? So if we die, we'll be right back here. I'm not going to say when we die, because I don't plan on dying this run at all. This stream at all. This is the no death stream. Welcome. Normally I would do this kind of run without a weapon either. But, for those newer to the game, I don't want to get too far ahead, too far out of your sphere of experience, because then you won't really be able to relate. But suffice it to say that if I wanted to, I could just basically run naked through this game and totally beat it without a weapon. Just saying. Okay. Well, we got a whole bunch of goons here, but I got my wolf pack here to even the odds. So, I don't know. Let's just get one of these fuckers to go over. Oh, okay. I guess the wolves decided. Way to go, wolves. These are not the best looking guys. I mean, no offense. And I don't like to, judge people on their looks. Because God knows, I'm hardly one to talk. But, these guys have some real, oh my God, what is happening? He lifted me up. Well, that's what I get for insulting their physical appearance. Some kind of skin condition on these guys. They might want to see a doctor about this. still alive and kicking and doing a fair deal of damage. They're quite handy. I think it's going to be extra treats. Whoops. Whoa. Extra treats again tonight for the wolves. Don't you think? Yeah. Some extra liver snacks for the wolves. There sure were a lot of these guys. I don't feel so bad about summoning. These are insane odds. More? There's still more. Are they respawning? Or are there just that many of them? I'm down to one last wolf. One lone wolf of the lone wolves. And that was quite a trail of death I'm leaving behind me. I may not be very welcome in this neighborhood. It's quite pretty around here. Riverside view, too. You can't knock that. Land probably not cheap around here, really. I'm gonna turn on the lantern. Clearly some rich person lives there. Is that a thingy? What is that? No, it's not a thingy. Yay! Glovewort. I'm a fan of the glovewort. Well, if I know my video games, and I think I do. Whoops, hold on. Be right with you. Oh, we got a whole bunch of these dudes again, and no wolf. Rot wrong. Oh shit! Oh my god! Wow. I guess they weren't too happy about what I did to the rest of their family over in that other place. I guess word must have spread. Or maybe they didn't like that I was insulting the neighborhood. I wasn't insulting the neighborhood. I was saying how nice it was. Well, here we are again. What this tells me, though, is this. Wait, can I actually ride my horse in here? Oh, shit, I can. We can just ride past these first guys. Because fuck them. I've killed them once. I made my point with them. I could take any of you on if I wanted to. Whoops. Where am I going? Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Goodbye. See ya. Because I wanted to go over to there. But wait, are all those guys going to follow me up here? Doesn't seem that way. Okay. We'll summon out here to deal with this, the second family of goons. Come to me, doggies. Alright, let's get these runes. Thank you very little. Oh, I got 11,000 of those. We really don't want to lose those. See ya. Alright, this is better with the wolves. Wolves are doing an excellent job. Good doggies. Good doggies. Good boys. Maybe there's some treats for you here. No, these are treats for me. Smithing stones. Super. I was hoping I'd find some of silver fireflies. Okay, those aren't thingies. Dew-kissed herba. Huh. I guess that would be herba. Lots of herb to collect in this game. Lots of bud, too. I don't know what point they're trying to make. Soap? Well, I guess that makes sense. Shouldn't there be a secret passageway behind the waterfall? That's what I was gonna say earlier. It's a kind of a video game tradition. Of course, From tends to not do what everybody else does. Alright, let's go check this place out. I don't know, I don't see a no dogs allowed sign up here. So maybe the dogs can come with me. They're going to anyway. Another elevator. Okay. Oh, it came from... Well, we're going back up. Hopefully we're not going back up to land. I mean, the surface. Man, my hard disk sure is being cranky today. It's kind of hot here today. Maybe that has something to do with it. I think we were here way back when I first got the game. And I stumbled upon this place. And I remember running around and there's like some blue giant looking guys. And they were destroying me at the time, so we left. But I do think I ran past here in a panic one day. I mean on stream. We'll find out. I don't know which way to go. No idea where I am. Oh yeah, because I had unlocked that second point. That's right. So we were here. Right. I just like ran through here once. Found that point and then left. Whoop! Fuck. I'm like stuck in the... Okay. Definitely more properly leveled now. Crab eggs. I guess. Sure. So am I heading back to that save point? Can't use the map. I haven't stopped to look at these. Well, I haven't stopped. Oh, wait. What's that up there? Mushrooms and herb in this area. Okay. Your son said hi. Hi to your son. Hi to everyone. Glad you could join me. This was the point I unlocked. And this is probably as far as I ever made it. Because I think we're going to come up against the blue guys now. There's two ways we could go. Let's try this way first. We'll go clockwise. I mean counterclockwise. I had a 1 and 2 shot there. Okay. Oh dear. That looks like a big fella. Well, we're not far from a save point. So, is he an enemy? Is it even a sentient being? Or is it just like a lump? Is it just like a rock? It's not an enemy. It's dead. Try jumping. Bug you. Alright, I can ride my horse down here if I want. Yeah, I discovered that a little while ago. But thank you for reminding me. I am now duly reminded. And shall in fact summon. Where do I want to go? So there's nothing this way. Who's calling me? Oh, daughter aggro. Well, I'll call her back. I'm gonna text her. Excuse me a second while I attend to family business. Let's see here. Message. Okay. Hey. Onward we go. Worried about these. The rower has been used today, in fact. Ooh, what's that? Noise. Yeah, what the hell? I got nothing better to do. Gabe the Mensch. We'll say hi to Little Green and Gabe the Mensch. Thank you. Appreciate it. Where are we? We're still underground. She texted back, no worries, just wanted to chat. What a lovely, that's my favorite kind of message from my daughter. She actually wants to talk. I mean, not that that's weird. I just mean it's nice. It's nice to have that relationship with your kid, you know? And we always have. And so, that makes me happy. Here's the blue guys, but we also have some rats to attend to. Blue, I guess you could call them blue. They're sort of aqua. Excuse me while I drink. Fuck. You mind? Well, I thought it was going to be a cakewalk around here, but, and I'm sure it actually is if I try. That wasn't really trying very hard. I'm just saying, I can do better. It won't take a whole lot to do better than that. If I can't do better, I should probably quit now. Well, the story is with these firefly sort of things. Hey! That was 11,000 runes. Oh, that was bad. Ah, fuck. God damn it. That really sucked. I had to be a smartass. I had to walk up to the bright, sparkly white light. I couldn't just assess that maybe that wasn't a good idea. Now, 11,000 runes later, fuck. It really starts to hurt as you level up more, you know? Like 11,000 isn't nothing. It takes me like runes needed 20,000 to level. So 11,000 I was doing well towards leveling. Oh, shut up. Hey. Now I'm mad. You're all gonna pay. I lost track of where I am. Oh well. Doesn't matter now that I have no runes. We're free. Bye. The wrath of Dufeus is upon you. I shall get my revenge. Come here, you lummox. That's right. Eat it. Oh, did that hurt? So sorry. Whoops. Oops. Oops. Oh, fuck. Ah, fuck. Okay. Take two. One really good strategy when a big giant is clubbing you over the... That's the second time this has happened in this game. And I say that when the player and the monster die at the same time, the tie should go to the player. If there's a tie, I win. I get to live. I paid for the fucking game. That guy didn't pay shit to be in here. I did. It should be like Westworld that way. They die. We live. Again, no big deal really, since I had nothing to lose. And just ignore the crab. That's what I do tend to do when I have crabs. Thank you for the arrow. Okay, we're not fucking up this time. I think this is a dead end. This is a dead end. Problem is, these guys are materializing out of thin air. That's why I'm not seeing them all coming at me. Fuck. 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 That guy hurts. Sheesh. All this for basically nothing. I still have a feeling I was up here, though. I think this was part of my panicked run back in the day. We could go back and look at the tape if we really wanted to. Somehow I think it's just not that important. Okay, one thing we know is to stay away from the sparkly guys. They suck. Well, fuck. Knocked me to the water. God damn. That'll teach you. Mess with me, get the anchor. Guess we could go over to there where those, looks like there's some kind of structure over there. I mean, over in the distance there's like some scaffolding. Let's head towards that. First, though, what this? Ah! What the fuck? What an asshole. Some of these guys just totally don't fight fair. Which is why I'm gonna sneak up behind him. Thanks for the bone. I was heading this way. Right. Okay, don't go near the sparkly things. Whatever you do. They look kind of cute. I thought maybe they were like, you know, giant fireflies. Friendlies. Nothing. Jonathan shit. Shh. Everybody be quiet. No talking. Oh fuck, he saw me. I say good day to you, sir. Good day. Ow! Hey! You mind? Dude stepped on my head. The fuck? Ain't shit up here. Maybe I've been here too. Whoops. That was sort of dumb. Let's just get out of here. Bye. Sorry, giant crab. Not in the mood. Okay, so it seems like these lanterns, or those fires need to be lit, but it looks like I lit a couple of them back in the day. Which just goes to show you how efficient I can be. Well, will you looky at this? Wait, have I been here before? Oh, I've been here before. Wait, I haven't been here before. Ah! Okay. Alright, so this is new. Worth a Woods. Let's see what we shall see. Except I think we should go north. stay off the horse for the moment. Just to, actually, nah, let's get on the horse. We got more giant blue assholes coming up on us. Luckily, they're not actually giant blue assholes. I don't really want to see one of those. Yes. Always happy to get those. So that means I'll be able to upgrade my... What is this guy doing? This guy's got some kind of issues. Whoa! What am I doing on the ground? That's right. Come meet the anchor. Noise waterfall. It's a little bit like the Twin Peaks waterfall, doesn't it? Kinda, sorta. Well, this is a massive building. Wonder if they'll let us in. You think there's a dress code in there? I guess we'll find out. That actually reminds me of the time that I was in Monaco, in real life. I was traveling, I did a solo trip through Europe by myself when I was in my 20s. And I went to, oh, this is where I died, I think. Hey, you kidding? I'll tell you about Monaco in a minute. Okay. So yeah, so I was backpacking through Europe, and I stopped in at Monte Carlo, and I wanted to check out the casino. God, this is so not a story. I don't even know why I started going down this path. Basically, what happened was I decided I wanted to check out the casino, and you know that casino's the one in the James Bond movie Casino Royale, and it's super fancy, high rollers. I had no business being there whatsoever, and I was in my like grungy like backpacking clothes. Anyway, I went through the revolving door, and as I'm going through the revolving door, there's a guy inside the casino on the other side who makes the gesture, keep going. So I actually never made it out of the revolving door. I just waved and made my way back outside. That's the story. Okay, two things I'm curious about. First, there's this. Is this just an illusion of the lighting? It is. I thought that was like a giant door or something. It's not. Okay. Secondly, how do we get in there? We have to go all the way around. You know, I didn't even have to go over here. I didn't need to be here. Well, that was kind of satisfying. I really need to remember to use the Storm Stomp when I'm being gang tackled like that, because it's quite effective at... Okay, maybe I can sneak up on these fuckers. Yes, I can. This guy didn't even notice. Great guard. Oh, wait. See ya! Okay. Still trying to get into that building. This is the way in. They seriously need to do a little bit of outdoor landscaping. Maybe this isn't the way in. It's probably like a giant door that I just missed. I probably walked by it. Big giant door that says entrance on it. Ah! Excellent. I think we've got a couple golden seeds now. Well, I don't know where TF to go. I'd like to go in here, though, because I'd like to ask them how much rent is. But we can keep heading north. That was the original plan. We'll come back to that. Good grief! Scared the shit out of me. And now I have an arrow in my back, too. Take that. Take that. Let me just swing wildly at the air until I die. That's my new plan. I see the way it's gonna be down here. Alright, so I kind of want to make it to this. It's such a burden not having those 11,000 runes anymore to tote around. Now I don't have to worry about dying. That's how I'm rationalizing it. Hey, lummox. I don't know what all these dwelling arrows do. It's too bad I can't actually use arrows. You can probably create a bunch of darts or bolts now. I can create your poison bolts, your blood bone bolts, your sleep bone bolts, your bone ballista bolts. I got bolts. You want bolts? I got bolts. I got bolts aplenty. Firebone bolts. Come on down to Just Bolts Emporium. Let's check out one of these fire bolts. Yep, it works. Okay. Hi, deer. How'd deer get down here? I'd really like to go in there. Sure is pretty down here. Speaking of Twin Peaks, this does kind of look like that one episode of Twin Peaks where our hero Dale Cooper is going through like that totally surreal episode where he ends up in that like purple river. Remember what I'm talking about? You don't. It doesn't matter. Never mind. I'm just talking to myself anyway. Tricky mice. Do you mind? Way to make me waste a flask. What the fuck are these guys doing anyway? And this guy. I just killed your buddy. You can't even turn around? Basically, I did your boss a favor. Now he can hire better guards. The quality control around here, just terrible. Noise. No. Ah, fuck. Fuck. No, no, no. Ain't happening. Not this time. Fuck. Stubborn. Okay. I notice I'm backing up in my seat when these guys are coming. Okay, we gotta get rid of that guy. He's super annoying. As is that guy. I guess I could be retaliating in kind with my blood bolts. I only have 4 flasks left. And I have an arrow in my chest. Thanks for joining me. Where is it? Where is that guy? There he is. There he is. So this area. I think that's clear. I think I'm maybe like right in the zone where maybe I should be. I think I'm level 58 now. Yeah. So this is probably the right range to be in here. It's not a cakewalk. It's not that hard. If I was actually playing with any bit of care and intelligence, I probably wouldn't have died yet. Just ride past all those guys. In fact, we could ride past all of them. I do probably want to get my runes, even though I only have a few hundred. Trading hits with them isn't the best strategy. No, it's not the best strategy. You're absolutely right. I need to spend a little more time not blocking and not just like taking hits, and instead practicing my evasion more. Damn it. Can they get me from up here? Look at this. I have been skewered. Seal. Nice. We'll look at it later. Yes. Ah, shit. Ah, bullshit. I had a whole bunch of those. When did I spend all those? Fucking hell. Oh wait. No, that's not gonna help me. I need the key to operate this. Oh man. Okay, well at least I know over here is a lift. Now I know. So what we haven't seen is this area and this area. Let's see if I can go get those runes. I'm gonna try to do a better job with these giants. They're kind of powerful. And yeah, me just standing there taking hits. Agreed. I could be doing that. Well, I didn't have a lot, but it wasn't nothing. It wasn't 11,000. I'll get over it someday. Maybe. The refund on flasks, that's kind of nice. My palm is sweaty. Gross. Guess I didn't really need to share that. I don't have to share everything. Some things better left unsaid. I just noticed I was like gripping the controller super tight, and then when I let go, my so I don't know. Can I like jump on that thing and then go around? Because there's a thingy on there. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, that wasn't a thingy. That was just somebody's goddamn stupid-ass message. Probably not going to say anything remotely useful. Fine. Alright, can I jump to there? I don't want to try. Horse? Really? Way up here? Oh shit. Oh! Alright, I guess I didn't have to be that excited about it. It's not like I won the lottery. Okay. Well, that's helpful. Let's see, I shouldn't die if I do this. No. Well, that was a good tip. That horse tip. Nah, you're good. No need to apologize. I had this strong feeling that was going to happen. Okay, we're not going to count the number of runes I've lost today, but I'd say we're probably in the 15,000 range, at least. And considering it's 20,000 for me to level at this point, I probably basically lost a level, or lost the ability to go up a level, at least. Alright, from here, maybe we'll kill shit. Oh, this guy didn't even hear me. All that fighting. Worst guards ever. Maybe they're not guards. Maybe that's the problem. Though don't they look like they're sentries or something? I don't know what their stomping in place thing is all about. But, okay. See, I don't feel like... I mean, I could just run by all of these guys. No, wait, you're not an enemy. I mean, you could be. Alright, that was a little better. Little better. Okay, we're coming up on the ranged motherfuckers. I believe that's probably what From called them in their design documents. Blue ranged motherfuckers. am I gonna die to these fucking rats? I missed. These guys are more dangerous than they look. Fuck. This area is proving to be a little challenging for me. And it's almost all unforced errors. It's almost all my own fault. Like, there's many things I could be doing differently. Among them... Did I check that out already? You may have to go back to that. Among them is I'm going after enemies that I could just be ignoring, like that group. And then, oh my god, I almost rode off the cliff. Ah! Okay. See what I'm talking about? Was this so hard, Jeff? Really? Could you not have done this before, like half an hour ago? Not enough key. I see, they're just moving the goalposts on me. Next time I come back, they're going to say I need something different. Great. All that. All that for nothing. Well, let's do the same thing and just run past all these. Goodbye. Later. Okay, so the question I have for myself, is this the one that I checked out before, or is this a different one? We shall see what we shall see. Yeah, check the time. Okay. Alright, so this took us back to where we were. So there's the elevator. I need one more stone sword key to get in there. That scaffolding there. Now I'm wondering, is there a way around and through there? Nah. Is there? Does that keep going? Looks like it does. How many torches are left? I don't... Really? I don't know. I've been lighting a bunch, but I haven't kept track. And I definitely lit a couple way back in the day when I had even less clue what to do here than I do now. I don't think I can get up there, can I? To there. Oh, this guy. Rude. I guess me killing him in his own place is also rude. But, whatever. No, it's not a spoiler to tell me where I can look to see how many torches are left. I would say that's fair. Aha! Aha! I'm no maroon. Pillars where you want to see the dead stag. Okay. Alright. Merchants ahead. Ha. Let's listen for a moment, shall we? By the way, this is the face I always make when I listen to music, which is why I usually have to listen to my music alone.
A customer.
We got so much to sell, it ain't even funny. I got a whole garage sale in my backpack. Soap? I've already got soap. Removes filth and accumulations on the body. You can't argue with that. Definitely want the cookbook. I'm all about the cookbooks. Like, yeah. If we had 6,000 more, we could buy that cookbook. Look what I walked. Look what I went right by. If it wasn't for the helpful wisdom of chat, I would have breezed right by that. Alright. So we're going to sell some things so I can at least buy one key. Oh! Off stream I experimented with a rune arc. Lots of fun. I have to remember that. I have to remember that I've got those. I want to keep them, for special occasions. So I don't want to sell any of those. I'm definitely going to sell a dagger. I don't have a whole lot of runes. I'm going to have to sell a bunch of stuff. I'm never going to use this. I've kept it around because I like the name. I'm also never going to use this. I'm also never going to use this. Now it's worth 1,000. This one, I don't know about. Nah. Check with chat before you sell weapons. You're right. I should probably do that. Don't need the wooden shield. Oh, wow. You know what? Before, I couldn't actually wield this thing because I wasn't, it was going to have me fat rolling, but it looks like, oh, no. No, never mind. I'm in the cell thing. That doesn't tell me my, never mind. Let's sell some of this shit. Well, I've got over 2,000. I only need one. So let's just stop there. I'll just stop there.
Till next time.
remember these guys. They spit something nasty. There he goes. Yep. Huh. Well, that was a nice little thing to stumble upon. And it looks like there's only one way out. Doesn't mean I have to try to kill this thing. We could just make a beeline for it and get the GTFO. Unless there's anything to see in here. Doesn't seem like it. So let's GTFO. Goodbye. Let's see, I'm walking into a wall. That's not gonna help. Okay. Where are we now? Now we gotta get back to there. Let's just do that. I did sell the Misericordia. Should I not have sold that? I kept that all this time because I liked the name. And then just now, I cavalierly discarded it. Ah, shit. Well, I guess I'll have to start all over. You guys ready for that? Oh my god, is it 5:30? It is. Okay. We're gonna go for a little while longer. We're gonna go up this elevator, if we can. Yeah, we're gonna see what there is to see. Goodbye. Oh, it does superb crits. I don't know why I sold that, honestly. That was stupid. I didn't really need to do that. I could have sold... I have some, like, really shitty armor I could have sold. Okay. Yay! Oh, I see why. Alright, it was one of them two-headed ones. I don't know if vendors let you buy stuff back. I kind of think not, right? I think once you make another unforced error like that, you're probably just, you know, fucked. Yeah, we're gonna quit fairly soon because then it's gonna be dog walking time. Oh, I see where we are. I see where we are. Well, of course I see where we are. I'm looking at a map. If I didn't see where we were, that would be something to talk about. Oh! I may not be ready for this area. I remember that it was tough when I was here before. Are also places I still haven't seen. Remember, that whole thing. This has the magic shooting guy who keeps running away as you get near him. This is a kind of grab bag of a stream today. I'm just kind of going all over the place. So I hope that's cool. If not, I don't know what to tell you. You're screwed. Let's not fall down there. Oh, really? That was a secret part of... oh, I should go back there then. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, it has been fun to explore. And sometimes, you know, I admit sometimes I'm doing a little bit of this off stream. So it's fun to do this on stream. Okay. We were here a long time ago, and I did not do so well, but I am much higher level now. I'm not saying it's going to be a cakewalk, don't get me wrong. Look at that, I'm almost dead. That was close. One good strategy is to run right into the flaming blue I'm just ignoring the trash as much as I can. Sorry about your books. I'm gonna assume that dude went up here. They still following? They are. They're slow as fuck, so no worries. The world's most cowardly mob. God. Let's not even talk about their books. Fucking cobwebs on them. But we're not going to talk about it. There he is. At long last. He is dead! Nice. Okay. Wow. I didn't know the half of it with the books. I did see that ladder. Hadn't missed it. Just cleaning up around here. Seeing if there's anything to discover. And in fact, it looks like there is one thingy. Excellent. Take that! Okay. Okay. soon it's quitting time. Very soon. We'll see if we get to a save point or some natural stopping point. Who builds a ladder up to the beams? This is a little precarious. God. Okay. Was that worth it? Of course it was worth it. It's the getting there that's important. Well, not really. Good God! I have to... Don't know... Oh no! Hey, I'm not dead. Huh. Well, what do you know? Now we have one flask left, though. That's not good. Okay. Well, that didn't suck. I don't know if there was anything else to see up here. Called the elevator. Oh wait, I don't want the elevator. That's just gonna take me back up. I'm trying to go back down. Unless I missed some shit upstairs, which is possible. Okay, I may want to come back to this place. One random lone rat. Okay. Just about at quitting time. Yeah, that poor rat kind of sucked for that guy. Really, I put him out of his misery, I think. Well, I don't think there was maybe anything else to do up here. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. Quitting in 5 minutes. Then I'm taking the dog on a walk. Cool. Thank you all for watching me on this Tuesday afternoon or evening, if it's that for you. And as always, I appreciate your company and your helpful advice and your encouragement and your laughs. By which I mean thanks for making me laugh. Done soon. Yes. 5 minutes. Life aggro. That's okay. Oh. Something fits on this pedestal. Could that be something I have? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. I would think I would know. Actually, if I did have it, it would just accept it here at this point. It wouldn't make me go into my inventory to grab it, like the stone sword keys. It just uses what it needs. So yeah. So I think that's going to be it for today, because things to do. But we got 2 hours in. That was good, and we definitely made some progress. I think there's more to see down underground. Possibly a lot more to see. So we're gonna have to go back and check that out sometime. But I think next time. Oh, wait. All right. That's what I was wanting to do. I was thinking we go in here and we somehow go all the way across to that tower. Oh, maybe that's what we need the thing for the pedestal to do. That could be it. That's probably it. But next time, we're going to go in search of the other half of the medallion so we can get the grand lift of Dectus. And we're going to finally go back and start exploring this area that I just kind of ran through in a panic. There's probably some parts of here that are left unexplored. You can, if so, and it's important, you can tweet at me at the Greenspeak and let me know. Or type it in here and I'll look a bit later. Anyway, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Namaste. See you next time. Later. Goodbye.